The 16th issue of the official UK PlayStation magazine was issued back in February of 1997. The UK sleeve sticker labels this demo as Disc 01 Volume 2, even though that wouldn't be released for another 2 months. The disc code on set sticker is also incorrect. It actually refers to last month's discs. It comes with 4 playable demos, including Disruptor, misspelled as Disruptor on the European Black Disc, and Victory Boxing, Warhammer, and Onside. Let's see the actual content of this demo.
This mine is a lot bigger than you think, and it's chock full of scumbags who don't take prisoners. Remember your survival training. Look for supplies and you might luck out.
Disruptor is a first-person shooter released for the original PlayStation. Stands as an underrated gem within the genre. Developed by Insomniac Games, the studio behind the renowned Ratchet & Clank series. This early venture showcases the studio's talent and creativity, providing an exhilarating experience that deserves recognition. One of Disruptor's notable strengths lies in its engaging storyline. Placing you in the role of a futuristic soldier, the game weaves a compelling narrative filled with conspiracy, secret organizations, and epic battles against menacing foes. The well-crafted plot keeps you invested, driving you to uncover the truth behind the game's intriguing universe. From a technical standpoint, Disruptor pushes the boundaries of the PlayStation 1's capabilities. The graphics, while limited by the console's hardware, still manage to impress with detailed environments, atmospheric lighting effects, and solid character models. It's a testament to the developer's skill in maximizing the console's potential and creating an immersive visual experience. Gameplay-wise, Disruptor excels with its fast-paced action and responsive controls. As a first-person shooter, it offers a satisfying arsenal of weapons to wield, ranging from conventional firearms to futuristic energy-based devices. The enemy encounters are challenging, requiring quick reflexes and strategic thinking. Additionally, the inclusion of special abilities and power-ups adds an extra layer of excitement and variety to the gameplay. Level design in Disruptor showcases a diverse range of environments, from futuristic laboratories to dark and foreboding alien-infested spaceships. Each level presents its own set of challenges and secrets to discover, encouraging exploration and rewarding attentive players. The inclusion of secret areas and hidden collectibles enhances the gameplay replayability, enticing you to revisit levels for a more thorough experience. On the audio front, Disruptor delivers an atmospheric and adrenaline-pumping soundtrack that complements the intense gameplay. The sound effects are well executed, adding impact to each shot fired and explosions witnessed. While the voice acting can be a hit or miss at times, it does not detract significantly from the overall experience. It is worth noting that Disruptor predates some modern conveniences found in later FPS titles. Certain features such as manual save points and limited aiming mechanics may feel dated by today's standards. However, these minor drawbacks are easily overlooked when considering the game's overall enjoyment factor. Onside, a classic football game released for the original PlayStation, is a delightful journey down memory lane for fans of retro gaming. Developed by the relatively lesser-known studio, it may not have been garnered to the same level of fame as other football titles of its time, but it certainly has its own charm and merits that make it worth revisiting even today. One of the standout features of Onside is its simplicity. The game focuses on delivering an accessible and enjoyable football experience without overwhelming players with excessive complexity. It's easy to pick up and play, making it suitable for gamers of all ages and skill levels. The intuitive controls allow for smooth maneuvering on the field, enhancing the overall gameplay experience. Graphically, Onside embraces the limitations of the PlayStation 1 era. The game's visuals may appear dated by today's standards with blocky character models and basic textures. However, the simplicity and colorful art style adds to its nostalgic appeal. Despite the graphical limitations, the game manages to create a sense of immersion and captures the essence of football matches. Onside offers a decent variety of game modes to keep players engaged. The primary mode is the traditional exhibition match, allowing you to jump right into the action and enjoy a quick game against the AI or a friend. Tournament mode lets you participate in a series of matches, attempting to win the cup against increasingly challenging opponents. These modes offer enough depth to keep you entertained for hours, but the lack of additional features such as a career mode or player customization might leave some players wanting more. The gameplay mechanics of Onside are straightforward yet enjoyable. The pacing is well balanced, and the physics of the ball and player movement feel realistic enough to provide a sense of authenticity. The AI opponents pose a reasonable challenge, adapting their strategies and providing a satisfactory level of difficulty. However, the absence of advanced tactics or player formations may make the gameplay feel somewhat repetitive over extended play sessions. The audio design in Onside is serviceable enough but not exceptional. The crowd chants and sound effects add the touch of atmosphere to the matches, but the repetitive nature of the commentary can become tiresome. It's worth noting that during the PlayStation 1 era, limited audio capabilities were common, so it's forgivable that the audio presentation is not as immersive as in modern games.
It is! What a piece!
Victory boxing for the PlayStation 1 is a competent entry in the boxing genre, offering an enjoyable boxing experience for the fans of the sport. Developed by Victory Sports, this title may not have revolutionized the genre, but it delivers a solid gameplay mechanic and a decent selection of features. Visually, Victory Boxing showcases the limitations of the PlayStation 1 era. The character models and arenas lack detail and can appear blocky by today's standards. However, the animations are smooth and convey the impact of each punch effectively. The game manages to capture the sense of boxing matches, despite the graphical constraints of its time. The gameplay mechanics in Victory Boxing strike a good balance between accessibility and depth. The controls are relatively straightforward, allowing players to throw jabs, hooks and uppercuts with relative ease. The responsiveness of the controls enhances the overall boxing experience, making each punch feel satisfying. However, the lack of advanced techniques and defensive maneuvers may limit the strategic depth for more seasoned players. Victory Boxing offers a variety of game modes to keep players engaged. The career mode allows you to create and customize your own boxer, guiding them through a series of matches and championships. This progression system adds a sense of achievement and replayability. Additionally, the exhibition and tournament modes provide a quick and challenging matches against computer-controlled opponents or friends. One of the game's drawbacks is its limited roster of boxers. While it includes a handful of well-known real-life boxers, the selection is relatively small compared to other boxing titles. This limitation may dampen the excitement for those seeking wider range of options and matchups. The audio design in Victory Boxing is serviceable but not unremarkable. The sound effects of punches landing and the crowd reactions add the touch of realism to the matches. However, the lack of dynamic commentary and repetitive crowd chants may diminish the overall immersion. The game's greatest strength lies in its captivating narrative. Set in the grim and war-torn world of Warhammer Shadow of the Horned Rat, weaves a compelling tale of military campaigns, political intrigue and epic battles against insidious forces. The well-written story and engaging dialogue keeps players invested, creating a sense of urgency and excitement as you lead your armies into war. Visually, Shadow of the Horned Rat may show its age, but it still manages to capture the essence of the Warhammer universe. The character models, although limited by the PlayStation 1 capabilities, retain the distinctive style and attention to detail that Warhammer is known for. The environments are appropriately grim and atmospheric, further immersing players into the dark fantasy realm. Gameplay in the Shadow of the Horned Rat revolves around strategic decision making and tactical combat. As the commander, you oversee the management of your forces, recruit and upgrade units, and plan your military campaigns. The turn-based battles are where truly the game shines. With a deep and satisfying tactical system, you must consider terrain, unit types, and the strengths and weaknesses of your enemies to achieve victory. The inclusion of special abilities and magical spells adds further depth to the combat mechanics, allowing for diverse strategies and rewarding thoughtful planning. The game offers a lengthy campaign with a variety of missions and objectives, ensuring hours of gameplay. Additionally, the inclusion of branching story paths and multiple endings adds replayability, encouraging you to explore different strategies and story outcomes. It's worth noting that the difficulty level can be challenging, requiring strategic thinking and adaptability to overcome the ever-present threats. On the audio front, Shadow of the Horned Rat delivers a suitable atmospheric soundtrack that complements the dark and gritty nature of the Warhammer world. The sound effects and voice acting, while not groundbreaking, enhance the immersion and add depth to the battles and interactions.
Engage! Charge! Fire!
Yes, my lord.
Reload!
So this was Eurodemo from February 1997. While it did not have many playable games, the ones that are there were very interesting and mostly unknown for me. I'm curious, have you played this demo? Which game was your favorite? Have you owned the retail version of any of these? I'm curious, let me know down in the comments below. Please do consider subscribing and check out the suggested videos on the screen. I'm Gabe, and I'll catch you in the next one.